So yes, so after that, after understanding a project life cycle, you know that project has to be properly completed. If the project are not being properly completed, then you're not doing a good job as a project manager. Okay. So what is a sign of a project that is say complete but actually not complete? You have a lot of maintenance work, you have a lot of breakdowns and downtime. Operators don't know what they're doing. It looks bad before it even comes into operation. There's a lot of excessive touching up works to be done, etc., etc. So those are signs of project that are not healthy. Okay, so project life cycle really is the life cycle of a project that different engineers will handle different stages. Sometimes some engineers, you're in planning, you're in the conceptual stage. If you work for developers, you probably see the entire stage. If you work for SPA, you probably see the beginning. If you work for some of the government agency, maybe you also do the beginning. Some will come into the middle. Some of it will actually take charge from the beginning all the way to the end. It's very difficult to say, but then depending on the size of the project as well, it's not necessarily like a 100% thing. But as I explained that, there's a parallel thing with your IDP as well. It's the same thing that you're doing there and you're doing here. So if you're confused about what you're supposed to be doing in IDP, you can refer to this particular lecture notes, and especially the project life cycle bit. Then you'll get a better idea of what you should be doing in your IDP and what sort of report you should be producing in your IDP and what you should have in your IDP report as well, especially when you're dealing with conceptual report, preliminary design report, and detailed design report. Okay, so we are falling short of having a construction bit of things, but as usual, as engineer, the intensity, the joy of a project comes in construction. The stress also comes in construction. So construction is the highest intensity, followed by planning and operation. Operation is on the other end, not so high intensity, but it is running, it's a routine thing. Okay, so you remember intensity of the activities of the project is something that you all have to recall as well. So basically this is week 2 Thursday lectures. Okay, and you have to fill up the attendance record that says what are the 8 phases of the project life cycle. Okay, and do not get that confused with management life cycle, management control cycle. So once we have done this, you probably at this stage you've already fully understand what is a project, what are the activities, what are the phases in the project, and then each phases needs to be managed. There's a way to manage each and every one of the phases, and there are things that you can do in each and every one of the phases as well. Okay, so then we will move on in tomorrow's class. We will move on to talking about resources planning, because every project you will need to do your work breakdown and then your resources planning. Your resources studies before you can move on to time management, quality management, cost management, and all that. I will probably I'll do work breakdown structure with you tomorrow as well. So we are sort of like one lecture late, so I will probably try to catch up over this week. This week will be week 4, so we will be doing one class with me tomorrow, and then I'll be doing pre-recorded as well on Thursday. Yes, Thursday will be pre-recorded, so I'll probably record a little bit more, and then because it's very difficult to say. Some lectures I do want to do an online face-to-face with you, so I do not want to sort of make it a must thing whether we should do pre-recorded or online face-to-face. It's as per according to the needs. Okay, so I'll finish this one here. This one will be posted in week 2 lecture, week 2 Thursday lecture. So last week is week 3 Tuesday. So tomorrow's class we will replace last week's Tuesday. Okay, Thursday is a public holiday, so we'll leave it as it is. Okay.